Hey guys, Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. Hey, what happened here? I'm not sitting in front of my US map. I'm going to share with you what happened here right after we run the intro. And before we get there, just my quick reminder every time, if you haven't subscribed already, why not? It doesn't cost you anything and it really helps out the channel. And if you have subscribed, please double check to make sure you still are, because YouTube has been spontaneously unsubscribing people. And if you're wondering why I keep bringing that up all the time, it's because, for one thing, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, which will allow me to then be monetized by YouTube. So when somebody gets cut as a subscriber, it puts me back to that goal. But regardless, what I really hope is that you get something out of the video, and if you like it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you right after the intro. Alright guys, it's the moment of truth. The day has come. We're moving from the Coachman Prism on the left to the Phoenix Cruiser on the right. I'm beyond excited. Let me show you what we got going on. I started moving a few things already, and I thought, well, I should really make some effort to document this. We've had all kinds of issues with Isaac, including the beauty ring falling off the front. I've already cleared out some of the stuff that was piled up on the front passenger seat. So this is what we're working with. I suppose I could put the slide out, but I'm not going to bother. I've already moved the pillows over. So let's go take a look at the new one before I get too much stuff in it. Excuse me, Kit. So coming on in, and of course there will be a full tour later. Cockpit. Look, I've got a recliner. And as I said, I've already moved my pillows over. Oh, I've got a reclining sofa, bigger refrigerator, pantry, a straight kitchen instead of a corner, twin beds in the back, and then all the way in the back is the bathroom. So this is going to be quite the project today. My number one goal is to clear out all the stuff that's going to be in the way of the guys that need to do the inspection on mine. So that was just kind of a brief overview of doing the initial moving, which turned out to be a huge project. That was yesterday, and I'm still tar docking where I'm buying the RV from, because I had so much stuff in Isaac that it was not going to be possible for them to do their trade walkthrough without moving a whole bunch of stuff around. So what we did was set them up face to face, as you saw, or door to door, and I just moved. I ended up moving everything yesterday except the food from the refrigerator, because the refrigerator in the new one had not yet cooled down. I moved all the rest of the food over this morning. So, pros, cons, what is it? All those things. So let's start with what it is. It's a 2017 Phoenix Cruiser model 2552. And it's about 2 feet longer than Isaac. It's actually, according to the specs, it's exactly 2 feet longer, which I don't think is really going to make any difference to me in terms of driving and parking, but boy, does it make a difference in terms of living. And here's a great example. I was in the kitchen this morning making iced tea, and I turned around to put it in the refrigerator, and I had to take 2 steps. That was awesome. Whereas in Isaac, you know, if I was doing anything on the kitchen counter and wanted to get into the refrigerator, I would have to kind of make sure that I was not in the way of the refrigerator door being open all the way. So this is like a really big deal, guys. One of the things that I was really hoping for was the ability to not have stuff sitting out all over the place. I mean, I was still neat, but it bothered me. I had the passenger footwell and the seat stacked up with stuff that there just wasn't any other place to put. I had solar panels, my Dyson vacuum stick, and something else bungeed, hiking poles, bungeed to the back of the passenger seat because there was no place else to put them. And pretty much every cabinet was stuffed full. So I'm in much the same situation here, in that pretty much every cabinet is pretty full. And here's the thing. the whole organization thing is like so different from one rig to the next. And it's kind of like that when you're moving house as well. But in this case, my biggest hope was that I was going to be able to maintain my closet configuration because it works really well for me. In this rig, it's backwards compared to what it was in Isaac. In Isaac, I had my shelves on the left-hand side of the closet and my hanging clothes on the right-hand side, and that took up the entire closet. I don't have a whole lot of hanging clothes. As you can see, the shelves are now on the right-hand side, hanging clothes are on the left, and then I got a bunch of other stuff stored in there, like extra shoes and the table that came with the RV, which frankly I probably won't use just because it has to be set up. It's a little bit finicky to do that, and then I'll have to take it down to be able to drive. Whereas with my standard white folding table that I've been using ever since I got Isaac, I can move it around wherever I want. It's very convenient. And with this rig, because I've got the reclining sofa, I can just flip it upside down on the sofa when I'm driving, so I'm super excited about that. And when we talk about the difference in floor space, with the slide out, I had 36 inches of floor space in Isaac between the recliners and the fainting couch on the passenger side. Recliners on the driver's side, fainting couch on the passenger side. And part of the reason there was so little floor space is that in order to make the design work, which was a deployed Murphy bed, electrically deployed Murphy bed, the recliners had to be set fairly far forward in the slide, which meant that there really wasn't much floor space even with the slide out. So 36 inches in Isaac, with the slide in the Phoenix Cruiser, 39.5 inches. I haven't actually measured it myself. I saw the measurement my salesperson took. I think it's actually 40, but I haven't double checked it. And she did a tape, so pretty close. And with the slide out, I've got 5 feet. It's huge. And so one of the things that I've really missed in the time that I've had Isaac is the inability to be able to do yoga inside. I had always been able to do that in my Lance, couldn't do it in Isaac. Just wasn't enough floor space for me to be able to lie down and do anything. Lay down and do anything. So here I got plenty of room to be able to do that. I'm super excited to get back into a daily yoga routine. Rain or shine won't make any difference now, so that's really cool. One of my big concerns in making the switch was that I wanted to be able to put everything away, not have a bunch of stuff sitting out, and I wanted to have a permanent bed. And so I've got 2 twin-size beds in here, probably eventually order a slightly larger one than the one that I'm sleeping in on the passenger side. It's only 32 inches wide, but there's enough of an aisleway between the 2 beds going back into the bathroom that I think I could go up to 34 inches, and that would actually make quite a bit of difference in terms of overall comfort. And I have to order a new mattress anyway. I'm pretty sure that it wasn't just that I was exhausted and in pain by the time I got in bed last night. I think it's probably a placeholder crappy RV mattress. Whatever. There's a lot of stuff to share, a lot of stuff to talk about. Going to be a lot of journeys coming up. One of the tips I'm going to give you right now is when you're looking at an RV, especially if it's used, but even if it's new, don't be fooled. Make sure you check the date code on the tires. So these tires were manufactured in late 2016, or no, actually mid 2016. This is 2023. The tires need to be replaced. And in fact, when I finally leave Camping World, the first thing I'm doing, I said Camping World, we'll come back to that. The first thing I'm doing is going to Discount Tire and getting 6 new tires put on. I am not, however, getting a spare. Because whoever ordered this from the factory, and I'm not sure if I'm the third owner or the second owner, whoever ordered it from the factory did not order the spare tire option on the rear, which is part of the RV wall. So if you don't order it that way, there's no provision for being able to add a tire carrier underneath the RV. And I called Phoenix Cruiser the other day, and they said, yeah, most people just put it in their tote. I said, well, that's not me, I don't tow. And he said, alternatively, you can get a hitch-mounted spare tire carrier, which is what I'm probably going to end up doing. my decision for the next few weeks at least is I'm buying brand new tires. My chances of having a problem are relatively little, I hope, until I get the whole spare tire situation figured out. In the meantime, I got to tell you guys, I am absolutely loving this. I didn't think it was going to make that big a difference to me, but it's huge. It's huge. So let's talk about Camping World for a minute. Camping World, most of us think has a pretty bad reputation in terms of customer service and so forth. I have to say, and I'm in Illinois, and I'll even say I won't say where I am in Illinois actually, since this is pretty close to live time, but I'm in Illinois, and the dealer that I'm working with, which I will tell you who it is later, has been really great. We've had a couple of hiccups. Part of our agreement was that they were going to remove all of the solar equipment from Isaac except for the panels and the wiring. And the sales manager came out to me this afternoon and he said, we don't know how to do this and know that we're going to be able to provide power in the coach after the fact. And I'm thinking to myself, well, you should have thought about that before you agreed to do it, because it's about $6,000 worth of equipment or more that they're pulling off. And so we're going to have to work out that arrangement when they come back and say, yeah, we can't actually do this, is what I'm afraid they're going to say. So that's going to be a thing yet. And there are a couple of other things that need to be fixed. They're working on all of those things. No big deal. I'm getting a new microwave, new gas props for the awning, new batteries because they were overstressed. Because they're 12-volt batteries. And I don't know how long it's going to be before I can get solar and lithium put on here, because Illinois is not the place to get that done. That'll be a whole nother journey. Anyway, there's a lot going on. I hope you stay tuned to follow the journey. It's been incredible. If you look at my last video, that was day 3 of 5. I haven't posted anything for the last 2 days of travel yet, but it was basically 5 hard days of travel to get here. And because I wanted to get this done, I didn't take time to stop and sightsee along the way. So the first thing that I've scheduled is a tour of the Phoenix Cruiser factory next Thursday, so a little over a week from today, and I'm looking forward to that. I will, I'm sure, share some insights from that with you guys as well. Once again, thanks so much for watching. Hope you got something out of this. Let me know what you think down below. Would you do this at all? So would you full-time RV? There's my first question. And if you would, or if you are, let me know how many times you've changed rigs. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and always remember to sally forth, live your best life, go out and adventure in whatever way works for you.